First thing we want to review is the neutral standing position, standing and starting position, typically for a squat. So what we're looking for is the feet is about shoulder width apart. Before you start your squat, we want to find that loose position in our knees. So with the hip, we call an anterior pelvic tilt and posterior pelvic tilt. But you can see with my thumb and finger on the hands, I'm excessively extending my lower back in this. I'm rounding my lower back in the previous position. So we want to find a middle point where your hip could be neutral. The rib cage is flaring up excessively. The next is excessively rounding our back by pulling down our rib cage. So we want to find a middle point for that. Excessive forward chin or neck position, which you'll see a lot with modern day technology like computers, and we're driving and how we're sitting. We tend to have our chin tucked forward. Finding a neutral position in the middle of that for most people. There's also excessive rounding of the shoulder, where you're rounding your shoulder forward, and you could excessively pull your shoulders back. So artificially trying to put we'll say a good quote unquote posture. We want to find a middle point there. I do a little shoulder shake to kind of rest it into place. That's the complete position. So feet is about shoulder width apart. Knees are not excessively locked. For the hip, you could excessively, lack of a better way of explaining, like sticking your butt out, where your lower back is excessively arched, and there is the rounded position in your lower back. So we're trying to find a nice middle point. Same thing with the rib cage, not excessively extending or rounding the shoulders in a neutral position. Typically chin, you want to pull it back just a little bit, because a lot of us tend to, in a default mode, have our chin tucked forward or pressed forward from driving and the habits of modern day life.